is an author, speaker, and YouTuber who Gary Vee called a content DJ that inspires people. He went from making $300 per month and being a shy introvert to having over 300 million people watching his YouTube videos. So today, let's learn how to overcome your laziness. Mentor me, Evan. Okay, let's kick it off with rule number 1. Try new things.
People aren't lazy. They just don't have dreams that inspire them. They default to thinking, I'm a lazy person. I don't have ambitions. I don't know what I want to do in life. I'm just a loser. No, you just don't have a dream that makes you want to go off and do something. And until you figure that out, you're going to be in this constant cycle of feeling like a loser. It's one of the most common questions that I get asked on my IG streams. I go live every single day on Instagram, at least right now while I'm on my tour. And every single day I get asked some variation of, Evan, I'm lazy. How do I get out of it? Evan, I'm procrastinating. How do I get out of it? One, you don't call yourself a lazy person. There's no such thing as a lazy person. If you are procrastinating or you're being lazy, right? You are being lazy doesn't mean that you are a lazy person. There's 2 reasons why you're doing it. There's 2 reasons why you are being lazy. 1, you don't have a dream that's big enough. You don't have something that inspires you. You don't want to get out of bed in the morning. If I was an accountant, I would be a really lazy accountant. I would hate my life. Not to knock accountants, it's just not for me. If I was a video editor, I would be lazy. I would hate my life. I don't want to be a video editor. I don't want to be an accountant. Actually, there's most things in the world that I don't want to be. And if you forced me to do that, I would be lazy. That's 95% of America. I think 95% of America wakes up and drives to a job that they hate. And then they're lazy there. But they have dreams. They have ambitions. You have Michael Jordan level talent at something. You just have to find it. And so if you don't know what that thing is, then it's your duty to go off and explore. You test, you try, you see. You say yes to a lot of stuff. Like, this is the most important thing that you need to figure out in your life if you don't know what your dream is. You have to go off and try things. Just like you won't get married until you go on dates. You won't get married to an idea until you go on dates, until you try it, until you say yes. And the acid test is, did I like it? Do I want to go back? Does this fill me up? Did I enjoy the process of it? Can I see myself doing this and having fun? Because when you're having fun doing the work, that's when it will fill you up. That's when you won't be lazy. And there has been times in all your lives where you felt that, where you felt the joy, the energy, the ambition, the drive. And so you need to capture that and say yes and find what it is that your big dream is.
Also, if you want to have more confidence and motivation, check out our 254 series. The link is in the description below.
If you're doing work that you love, you're more likely to follow through. You're more likely to do it because it doesn't feel like work, because you love doing it.
Successful people take responsibility for where they are in life.
Publishers do a little bit of work to help you. They try to line up a little bit of media and some of their contacts, but don't expect the publishers to do a lot. These days, it's really up to the author.
Rule number 2, the last one before our very special bonus clip, is stop procrastinating.
When you talk about procrastination, how do you get over that?
Recognizing that you're procrastinating, right? That's the hardest part, because you'll find really smart.
I know when I'm procrastinating.
Okay, great. So then are you afraid of it, or you just don't want to do it?
Well, let's say you're procrastinating over doing dishes. I don't think you're afraid of it.
So you just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But at some point you're going to want to do it, because otherwise the dishes will stack insanely high, and then you won't like going into your kitchen.
Right. So why, like, I'm trying to figure out how do I get to it before waiting to that moment where it's like, now I have to do it, like there's no other option.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if washing dishes is the biggest thing you procrastinate over, then
That's
like,
just an example.
well, but like, so what's a bigger example where you either don't want to do it or you're afraid of it? Like, what are you actually procrastinating on?
Starting a website.
Okay, so you don't want to do it or you're afraid of it?
Neither. It's more just not knowing how to do it yet.
But that's just a cover, right? Like, that's just an excuse. You don't know how to do anything, what do? You go find it. You could have researched already and know how to start a website instead of being here tonight. Like, you could have already had the answer. How long have you been thinking about having a website?
A couple months.
You're a smart person. Like, you could have figured it out the next day. Maybe not all the answers, but you could have built momentum on it. So why are you not figuring out how to do it? Because everything is solvable, right? It's just a skill set.
Yeah, so that's what I'm asking you. Why am I not doing it?
Because you either don't want to do it or because you're afraid. So it's like, it's one of the two. Like you either really don't want to have a website and you feel forced that you have to have this website and it's stupid and you'd rather not, or you're afraid of launching a website, it's not going to be good and it's not going to be perfect and people are going to look at it and not buy your services and laugh at you and it's going to just be this giant, big waste of money.
Yeah. I think I need to think a little bit more about that.
Well, that's okay. I mean, it's never a skill set issue because you can always learn. If you took the past 2 months or 3 months of thinking about it, you could have made your own website, let alone like hire somebody or partner with somebody or ask friends, hey, do you know anybody who can help with my website? So it's one, catching procrastination, because a lot of times we won't catch it. A lot of times we find a really smart reason. I can't do it because I'm busy, because I'm doing this, and I got all these other things, and blah, 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 blah. And you're a smart person, so you find really smart reasons why you can't do something, right? And not just you, me, everybody, right? But when you catch it, what's the reason? You either don't want to do it, and so move away. It's like people who, I get a lot of DMs from students who are in university who don't want to be there anymore, and they procrastinate on studying, and like, I never even wanted to join in the first place. Or you get locked into a business that you started that you liked at the beginning, but now you've bought yourself a job and don't like it anymore. There's a lot of entrepreneurs who like don't know how to move on from their business when it's time. They secretly stopped liking it 4 years ago, and they're still doing it, right? But they stay in it out of other reasons, obligations, fear of what people will say about them if they leave. They haven't hit their financial success yet, whatever. And it doesn't mean you like abandon ship right away, but create